A very good Monday, folks. Welcome to all to the hottest show on the planet. It is hot. Why? Because we talk about hot issues. Mia Dani coming to you live for another session on this glorious Monday afternoon. Today is the 17th of October 2022. Oh my God, already 17th of October. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us right now on the official page of ACTnow Trooper. Make sure you guys give us a like. Make sure you guys give us a comment as well as give us a share. Because why this show may not just be beneficial for you, but may be for every other people as well. And not forgetting, make sure you guys download the ACTnow mobile community app on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store for you guys to show, your love and your caringness and your diligentness and your anything that has to do with your community. Have this app and be productive and report any wrongdoing. So anything that has happened within the community that needs the attention from the authorities, maybe the municipal council, maybe from other agencies as well, because our app, the ACTnow mobile community app, is connected to more than 155 local councils as well as other agencies as well. So go download it. It's free. The code, or should I say the keyword, is ACTnow, ACTnow, and you can start practicing to become a better community member. All right, it's been so long. Actually, last week, apologies, we weren't around last week, but yeah, we're back this week and to talk more about what we're going to be talking about today. Quite of a hot topic. I'm actually sweating. My head is like sweating, literally water dripping. It's none other my partner in crime, the ever so person who always has thoughts to talk about, is none other than Melvin Lam. Hey, Melvin, what is up?
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, the weather is a bit very humid. Yes. It's not a bit. Last few days, in fact, until this morning, I thought I was not feeling. I thought I have contacted positive.
Okay.
I thought, because you know why? Because my neighbor on the weekend told me that he has her brother has contacted positive, and he was with him, and we always mingle around the corridor. So he said, I might have. So he said, I'm going to lock my door and all these things. So I said, oh my God. great.
People tend to forget right now that, COVID is still around. People are still contracting COVID. COVID is still being spread all around. Maybe not as serious as it was before, because the fact that majority of us Malaysians have been vaccinated. But people are getting more and more forgetting when it comes to COVID, Melvin.
Yes, I think because, if you remember last 2 years ago, the first things when you open the eyes is check today how many cases. KJ going to make the reports on how many cases and all these things. But now people less, they don't even bother. But it's still in 4 figures, 1,000 plus average per day. Yes, it's less serious, but nevertheless we have to take care because actually what we want to talk today, but it will be delayed for the next session. That there are new variants that came out.
Yeah, correct. And there were even cases coming out of Singapore in which after the Singaporean GP that happened, I think about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, there were high numbers of COVID reported in the country. I think it was about 6,000 plus new cases because of the Singaporean GP weekend, the Formula One Grand Prix that happened. So again, Malaysia, we're just reminding you guys, reminding ourselves as well, to make sure that we stay diligent. And even though that you're not forced to wear your mask outdoor in public anymore. But just wear them. You already bought like 3 boxes of it anyway, so might as well
I'm
just wear
still
it.
using mine one last 2 years. I stocked up.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I have paid through my nose that those times was 80 over. The basic blue color 3-ply, it went up to
Yeah.
85 ringgit a box, and I have to say, please give me, all these things.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking
At
about
that
GP, in Singapore, but we have another major events in November. I mean, expecting in November, that is major, and we have to take
Exactly.
care. We have to take care because this time, please, besides masks, bring raincoats, bring umbrellas,
Umbrella.
wear your boots.
Correct. Yeah.
And
Those
try to wear
Pachukang
shorts.
boots, right?
Okay.
The yellow boots one.
Yeah, and okay, love is that if the guys and all this thing try to wear shorts because it's easier to manage. If you have a pants or jeans soaked in wet, it's so heavy for you lift your legs or run.
Yeah. What Melvin is referring to, what Melvin is trying to talk about, it is true, guys, as what was reported by the Prime Minister last week, in fact, is that it is official. The government, or should I say, the parliament has been dissolved. It has been discontinued, if I may say so, because why they are all gearing up for the general elections, which will need to happen within 60 days since it was first announced. So we're talking about 2 months, 8 weeks. So we have gone through about a week and a half already, almost 2 weeks. So we have another 6 weeks that we can anticipate when
Not
GE
necessary.
is to happen. Not
I
necessarily.
didn't show
Okay.
the records here because they have done a chart. There was as short as 2 weeks notice. I mean, as
Okay.
after the announcements, of the this 20th, next 2-3 days, there is the 18, right?
Yeah.
Next 2 days, where the election committee will announce the official dates, and has been in history as short as 2 weeks to take place. So it's not necessary to be no. We give you a maximum a period of 60 days. It will be as close as 1 week or we have always faced those quite flats. Fresh flats. It could be a fresh GE.
It could be a flash GE, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait for the next GE that will come to the cinema closest to you. You know, that kind of a trailer that you see in the movies, basically. But one thing's for sure, yes, correct. Melvin has mentioned, in the history of Malaysian politics or Malaysian government, GE has been done even 2 weeks after the dissolve of the parliament, after the announcement of the correct. So just be ready when this will happen. You know exactly when this will happen, even if you don't hear it from the Suruhanjaya Pilihan Raya, where you can see all the flags coming out from all of the other places, your
I
your
think
blue
once
flags,
they
your
announce
green
it,
flags.
next on the 20th, they can start putting out all the flags. They can start all the drama and all those things.
Correct.
The excitement. So we have to be mentally prepared. We should have by now because it was beginning of the year. They already spoke about the GE coming soon. Now it already happened, and so-called now our cabinets are all caretakers.
Yep.
So
correct.
they can't be caretakers for too long.
Yep. Again, you don't want them to be caretakers for the longest time anyway. Hence why on today's episode, if you want to talk about the politics side, 3 days is not enough. I think 30 days also is not enough for us to just
We
talk
can't.
about
We
the politics.
we don't talk politics.
No. We're not a political show. But what we want to talk about is that how can the new government, I put this in inverted commas, anyway,
Yes.
new government moving forward, how can they help us, the rakyat, the community, the Malaysians that we are, to make sure that all of our problems have been answered, all of our questions have been resolved moving forward due to whatever it is that's happening. Because seriously, there's a lot of things that has been going along for the longest time, even the last 5 years, even the last 10 years or whatnot. There's still a lot of things, not just some, a lot of things out there that needs more improvement. And that's what we want to talk about on the show today. Melvin, kick things off.
Yes. Okay, that's I've always been saying, to make the community, I won't call riot because riot sound very political. As citizens, the community is happy.
Citizen, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
It's the first days that we feel secure, we feel happy about our environment. All right.
Mm.
If we step out from the house, we feel that it's comfort, clean air, good infrastructures. We have no fear of being scammed or being hijacked or being marked. And when we
Mm.
drive and walk around, the road is nice. We don't see rubbish around and all these things. So at the end of the day, first of all, the government, I always believe, we are the citizens, the community is always the roots of
Yep.
the problems. We are the roots of
Correct.
problem. This morning,
Yep.
I received complaint on regular supporters. Say, oh, rubbish being dumped on the roadside, and always can clean out and then dump. And then they suggest or put CCTV and all these things. But I say that is not an answer. We
Yep.
ourselves is not disciplined. So
Mm.
a lot of educations programs need also to be imposed. I mean, we had to back. Unfortunately, we had to step back to old fashions of education to the public. We had to take care of ourselves. First of all, when we start taking care of ourselves, half of the issues will be solved. All
Yep.
right. But if it's not solved, if it's solved, probably ACTnow has no business. First of all,
Correct.
right? That's why
Exactly.
ACTnow is always handy now. But as a school citizen, I think a lot of things came from us, and I hope the elected or those now potential candidates don't just provide lips
Yep.
services.
Hmm.
All right. You actually knows sometimes you as elected as the representative, is it at now one of our weakness. I hope not too far, not forever. We can't actually officially represent someone,
Yep.
but you are elected. You are officially represented, recognized. You have your state's assembly. You have your the parliaments that you represent the rakyat or represent community. So you are uh, a slave to us because we appoint you. And but you
Don't
are
put
not.
slave lah. Slave sounds so jahat lah.
No,
You
I
know.
put it bluntly. You are a pay slave because you get a very
Oh.
good, fantastic. You are elected not only a representative. You are in a government. You are a minister or deputy minister. You have a fantastic perks. You have bodyguards, your car, and all those things. You easily get 67,000 ringgits per month.
Yeah.
So, but then make us that we are happy. We do not regret of voting you.
Yeah. But one thing I do want to ask you, because again, you said it yourself, it needs to start from us, the citizen, the people, Malaysians at the end of the day. The problem is that every single time a government change, every single time there's a new person heads the country,
Mm.
maybe the prime minister, whatnot. People always have things to complain. People always say that, oh, this is not enough. This is not enough. This is a common thing that happens every single day. Doesn't that just show that people are just selfish and they just can't think of themselves, hence why they always need help from people? What do you think?
Uh, it's true. When they're on stage during the campaign, it's nothing but hatred speech, suspicious they make.
Yeah.
Few of them only tell, hardly any one of them what they have in mind, what they need, what they can hope to do. They will put others people weakness, but as if that they are God's brains in. They are saying they do not. I love to
Yeah.
have someone actually have the guts to tell my weakness, our
Yeah.
weakness, and we hope to improve it.
Somebody admitting fault, let's say that, okay, people, I truly apologize, I didn't deliver on this due to the constraints that I have, but I promise I want to do better. None of
Yes.
these members of parliament, none of this wakil rakyat, whoever it is that we elect, as you said, we the citizens elect, they never want to admit fault, even if we know that it's their fault. Even though, I mean, like, a true leader always takes the blame, even if their subordinates are the ones who are making the trouble. I got a call right now. I need to leave you for a while. You take care of the
Sure,
show.
sure,
I'll be back
sure.
in 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm trying to say, yes, we can't avoid the G because we are a democratic country. We need to pick the right people, right persons. I believe picking the right person is more important of picking the right party, because at the end of the day, it's the person that you select or you elect to represent you to do works. I mean, for the community, A party itself is combinations of all the members there. So if the person unfortunately that you pick is not working, I mean, it's not delivering, then you start regretting, and then this is a painful thing that you regret of picking the persons that you want them to improve your constitutions. Because I have come across a lot of people actually regret voting the persons because they vote for the party. All right. I have also in my life until last weekend come across a lot of politicians and all these things, and always I speak to them how I feel. Oh, you're back.
I'm back. Yeah.
This is fast. This is a flash.
It was just a flash as what we need to get used to. Unfortunately, now. Yeah.
Okay. I just saying that it's very important to select or elect a person's rather than elect based on the party, because the person you elect, make sure that it works, because you base a lot of things that I had for last 2-3 years, a lot of people that I spoke to regret because I vote on based on the party, not on the person, and turned out the person is an SO.
Yeah. We're not holding back. Yeah, we're definitely not holding back on this show today.
Okay. I because that's someone who can solve my community issue. Let's say the constitution issue, not personal wise. As overall, when I step out from my house, make sure I say things are properly guided. Let's say at this moment, what I see the last few months, scams is a big issue.
Yep.
How long is a big issue?
Mm-hmm.
Infrastructure, roads, potholes. Everywhere I go, everyone. In fact, it was in the paper last week. But we are too naive to say that the road is perfect. But I can tell them because you don't have a high-ranking minister stay in your area. That's why it's netted.
Okay, you know? I got a point to discuss here as well. Yeah, I want to come back to what you said in regards of the candidate. You don't select the color of the candidate, but you select the candidate themselves. I mean, like, you don't represent the party, you don't elect the party that they're representing, but you elect the individuals themselves, whether or not they can do their job, whether or not you believe in their manifesto. But at the end of the day, these guys, they do fall back to the party that they are hooked, that they are involved in, that they are attached to. No, like for instance, have you ever heard anything great coming out from somebody who's an independent candidate? Because they don't have the firepower nor the support from the party that they are representing. Don't you think so?
This is a so-called, unfortunately, the mindset of these candidates. I must listen to my boss. But if we take someone, yes, I'm party because I love my party, but I'm also being voted or selected by the community because they expect me to deliver. If the person can speak out, even though against the party, but at the end of the day, we're not talking about political policy making. We're talking about communities issue. I'm referring today is community issues. If I say, please, can I have this? You speak to the respected department or Marjories, make sure that the potholes, things are well attended. Okay, I want a KPI. If they make an official complaint, I want a 48 hours at least to respond and all these things. This is what we want. And this is all the assemblyman or the MP can do it. I'm not asking that you go and change against political missions, We're talking about pure, ACTnow is a pure committees platform.
No, I am totally on board with you on that, because again, some departments out there, some agencies out there, they don't even have an SOP in which they follow in regards of just responding, let alone to resolve the issue, let alone to solve the problem, just by responding and acknowledging that something that a member or the citizens has highlighted. It takes them forever, sometimes even unanswered, with the excuse saying that, department is very busy. There's so many people calling in and whatnot.
Excuses.
Yeah, that's always no. I mean, like, seriously, there's always gonna be an excuse. Even if there's no excuse, you're always able to think of an excuse when you want to do something. That needs to end. And how can they actually move forward? How can the members of parliament, how can the people that we elect to be in office change this and make sure that the people are being heard, the citizens will be heard and acknowledged?
Okay, some issue that we have brought up 2 months ago in Kajang.
Mm,
That's why. Okay, this apparently this morning a letter came from Jabatan Keairan Sungai, because we make an
mhm.
issue. Okay, remember, if you, this Sungai, this Kajang area in Taman, Sungai Langat, next to Sungai Langat,
Yep.
uh,
You've
there
covered
have
this
been,
before, correct?
yeah,
Yep.
10 floods in 2 years all recorded, and average flood is 4 to 5 feet. And they
Mm,
have called to the assemblyman, the MP, they give them a blank check and all these things. Okay. And then now came over in pictures, and there's a hoo-ha came up in the media, and the respective assemblymen, the ESCO of the states, and even the authorities, the Japatans, the respective Jabatan, have a dialogue with 100 over people of the residents there,
mhm,
and at least they tell them this is what they're going to plan to do and all these things.
mhm.
So they have waited a long time, 2 over years, and it did not materialize. So where are these? Hey, you are the elected assemblyman MP of that area, and it was floods not only once, 10 times over 2 years, an average 4 to 5 feet each time it floods.
Yep.
This is a serious
So,
case.
so my question again is that, do we need to put the members of parliament in shame, literally shed the spotlight on them? Then only things can move forward. Now,
Yes,
that's not how
very
it's
and
supposed to
very
be,
unfortunate.
right?
Yes, it's very unfortunate, because as this morning, just when we started, people tends to forget that we still have viruses, COVID-19, and all this still around. They forget, and when people select them,
Yeah.
after selected them, they're successful. They forgot already until it comes to the eve of the next coming the end of the terms, and
Then they come out and shake
they
all the
come out
hands lah.
again and shake hands, support me and support me and support me.
Again, we want to reiterate here on the show here at ACTnow, we're not pointing at any individuals. We're not pointing at any specific parties. We're saying that whatever it is, it needs to be for Malaysia, untuk Malaysia, because at the end of the day, you can be the best political party, but if people, the down to earth people like Melvin, people such as myself, people like, my aircon service guy, people like the makcik jual nasi lemak tepi jalan guy, these are the guys who needs to live day in and day out, earning an honest living and making sure that their welfare, kebajikan, is being taken care of, at least to what they are entitled to. Not too much, neither it is need to be too little. We're not asking too much. Again, kalau semua orang jadi billionaire, I mean, like, we will be, living like gods at the end of the day. But we just want us to be treated as proper. If not, contohnya, remember there have been cases like we're talking about potholes, right? There have been cases where people literally filling up the potholes themselves because they got sick and tired of the agencies or the municipal councils not attending to the grief that they have been highlighting.
Right, that's right. So it's also like this time around, it's oh, now you can make requests. They should go and they work very no, but it's very unfortunate. Why only when you need our help at the end of the terms and new terms that you work very hard 24 hours a day, after that it just can't be found. You don't even
Melvin, you
entertain
tahu tak 4 tol akan dapat discount after this?
yes, I know. Discount, yeah. I would appreciate that was announced much earlier when the new terms comes in, not in the term, because we need to hold back to the new term, another so-called 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of things we have to work. Don't say that you are tired or you don't have time. You, as Chinese saying, you make the commitments. You take the commitments.
Yeah.
Right? And that's when you are there, there's no chances asking the community after you win, oh, give me time. I'm new at the party. I'm young. I need to learn. No such thing, because you are governing
and you know what I hate?
a country.
You know what I hate? Sorry, Marvin. You know what I hate the most? Every single time a new member of parliament is elected, which is different from the other guy, what the guy always does is always point out, oh, dia yang buat salah dulu, oh, dia yang ambil duit, dia yang tak cukup. It's always the place blaming. I'm sick and tired of it. Can you just put your head down and just do your bloody work? Yes, again, if everyone is thinking of making an excuse, the excuses will never run out. That's the thing. That's what I hate about. And furthermore, that is, we are the affected. We are the ones who who feel all these things. Not them. They are sipping their wine lah, their beer lah, their air zam lah, name whatever it is that they drink
Yeah.
lah. At the end of the day, they are living happily over there. But we are the ones who are suffering, and it needs to stop because the citizens, as what you say, we don't want to say rakyat here. The citizens, the people of Malaysia, that is the most important thing because it is our lives that matter. I got friends who already booked their holidays during the so-called what you call it, the forecasted GE happening. Yeah, they want to go to London already. They want to go to Tokyo. They want to go to Geneva because they don't even care about the GE because they said that it's not going to matter to them. Now that I think is bad because again, one vote changes everything.
Yes, and I think we have independence with over 60 years, and I just want some minister, the cabinets or whatever, if you make a mistake, own to your mistake, admit
Own
your
it, yep.
mistakes. Yeah. You see, we have never have a minister or whatever who admit and resign of their own mistake.
Yep.
You see, in Asia, as not too far, in Japan,
Japan does it, Korea does it.
That's it, yes. And then you can salute to them because that these two countries you just mentioned is so advanced.
Correct. No, but you know what? One wish.
Yeah.
My one wish for my,
yeah,
basically. But my wish of my dream government is that I just hope at least in the education sector, every single time a new minister comes in, a new plan rolls out. 5 years, and then a new minister comes after that, another new plan. So the old plan got chopped in. Seriously, we need continuity. You have no idea how many children out there are all like seriously pening kepala already. They are like so confused with whatever it is. Sekejap UPSR ada, kejap tak ada. Kejap ini ada maths boleh buat English, kejap tak boleh buat English, kejap ni. Make up your bloody mind and stick to it for at least 10 to 15 years. Then only you will see the results. Not that after 5 years you nak tukar your whatchamacallit, your portfolio suka-suka hati. Never. That will be an advantage to our children at the end of the day. And mak bapak pun pening juga
don't
tau.
buy next year's shoes yet lah, just in case they change color.
Suddenly kuning lah, lepas tu tukar purple lah, what not lah. Oh my god, seriously. That's my utmost dream in regards of the new government, Minister of Education, whoever it is that you may be, tolonglah maintain to whatever it is that they have right now. Seriously. Apa yang Razidi Jidin dah buat sekarang, it may not be up to your flavor. Buat penambahbaikan, but don't scrap and take it away fully. Still do it. It may not be up to your own standards or whatnot, but that's where you improve. That's why you improve it, not change it entirely. Unless it's super stinky and super useless, then different story lah. But we're already doing it right now. So that's my dream. What's your dream government? What's your one wish?
That you serve the citizens as one. All right? There should not be any discriminations. All right, everyone have the differences, even the same race has differences. But you are a government. You serve the citizens as one, have equal rights, which is hard to come by, I believe. I mean, but this is my dream government. We are treated equally. All right, and I want to speak on behalf of our friends. I don't think I have any friends there, Sabah and Sarawak. I think I say the infrastructures, the education's level, because and the so-called Wi-Fi and all this thing is still very weak.
Yeah,
I mean, I love them, and we are one Malaysia with under the same. They're part of our country. They should still expect the same thing, treatments as well.
Yeah,
you know. So I always feel bad for them. I mean, I don't know why I always say Sabah Sarawak must have enjoyed what we enjoy in Peninsula.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I mean, segregation. I mean, like obviously when we talk about race and religion, segregation should not even be there anymore. And when we talk about the states, even yes, the capital of Malaysia is in Semenanjung, but Sabah and Sarawak at the end of the day, they are Malaysia anyway. I mean, like you don't want to hear that. Oh, kau duduk Sabah kau mesti duduk atas pokok kan. Oh, kau duduk kat Sarawak kan, mesti kau pergi sekolah naik boat kan. Yeah, some cases are like that, but we're trying to.
We read they have to go up to the mountain or go up to the house tree, so they get better connections to sit for the exam.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, let's narrow the gap. as
Yeah.
much as we can, even further, so that at the end of the day, when people talk about Malaysia, then there's no segregation between the South China Sea. Let the South China Sea be there, kita boleh terbang, but at the end of the day, Sabahans and Sarawakians, they do experience the same as what we Klang Valley people, or people from Kedah, or people in Kelantan, or Johor experience life over
Yeah.
here. All right, that's our dream
Okay.
government. That's what we want for. All right, that's it for now. Again, kalau kita cerita politik, 3 hari tak cukup, 3 bulan pun tak cukup.
That's
So
why I know that
whatever it
you're
is,
going to have a new program on your
oh,
own. I would
no, no,
tune
no, no,
in
no,
into
no.
your new program.
Yeah, we'll see how things goes with that. All right, guys, that's it for now. That's it for this episode. Hope to see you guys back on Wednesday. This has been Melvin
Okay.
Lam and Mio Adlan, and hope you guys have a great lunch moving forward. Take care, guys, and have a great one. See ya. Bye.
Okay. See you. Take care.